So a good takeaway today, another nugget. Cost reduction is an important button that organizers ought to be pushing when they talk to marketers about what the opportunity is to be at your event. I'm just going to slightly shift gears here and move over to what is affectionately referred to as triple MS, which is making measurement make sense. And I'm aware that that's an initiative undertaken by the 4As, the American Association of Advertising Agencies, the IAB, the Interactive Advertising Bureau, and the ANA. And I'm not sure our audience would understand what that all means. And Bob, maybe you can enlighten us. Triple MS.
Yeah, triple MS, 3MS, making measurement make sense. It's something that the collective we, have been pursuing for years. Marketing accountability has been one of the most elusive goals in the marketing ecosystem. I myself started my career in finance working in the packaged goods arena with General Foods, and when I worked with the marketers, I thought that they were all insane. Literally because they spent money without having any degree of accountability. It was undirected. It did not have the level of focus and an understanding of what the respective paybacks were. Fortunately, that changed over the course of time. And there has, over the last decade, I think, a greater degree of accountability that has permeated the marketing community. Unfortunately, it has not necessarily advanced the level of syndicated measurement capabilities as much as we'd like. Despite the improvements in technology, that has not necessarily advanced, for example, the state of digital advertising measurement. Think about it, a decade ago when we started to move very aggressively in the digital arena, one said, ooh, now that everything's digital, we'll be able to calibrate it more comprehensively. Well, in fact, that has proven to be a bear of a reputation to try to uphold. Even Nielsen and Comscore, the two largest syndicated measurement companies that are out there, couldn't even agree upon audience measurement for digital advertising. And that suggested to the marketing ecosystem that we needed to step forward. And we needed to really look at all of our measurement tools and capabilities across all of our media and really determine whether, in fact, we had the proper understanding to be able to make better marketing decisions. Think about it. In sheer advertising alone, we're talking about spending over $250 billion. If you add up all the entire marketing budget, which includes trade promotions and consumer promotions and the like, we're probably talking something closer to $750 billion. And yet we make decisions almost in a willy-nilly kind of way, with measurements kind of influencing where we think we're going, but never really getting to that level of certainty that would provide the confidence that we're making the most optimum decision. So the three associations that Glenn identified came together to begin the process of reinforcing digital measurement and getting it down to its ground level. And I won't take you through all the gory details, but it's been a very long 3-year process that is now starting to bear some very distinct fruit. And some key changes that I'll just summarize for you is that in the area of digital advertising and marketing, we are moving from a served impression, that is an ad that comes up onto your computer screen, or at least that is forwarded to your computer screen, to something that's called a viewable impression, which is what the consumers can actually see. Now, this in and of itself is going to be very transformative of all display advertising that comes over in the digital format. It's going to essentially overturn the way we manage our inventory, the way display ads are done on the digital screen, and obviously will have significant implications for pricing. Having spent some time recently with the Online Publishers Association, they twisted and squirmed a little bit, but they all believe that this is in the right direction. If we do this successfully, and we are in the last stages of piloting with a number of publishers out there, and we are very confident that this will take place, this will change the standard definition for what an eGRP is. Essentially a GRP that we use for television and print and radio and all other forms of advertising measurement. And what this will allow us to do is to create the ability to have a common currency, or at least the ability to do cross-platform measurement analysis across media. in ways that we hadn't had the ability to do before. And so we expect that this process will be largely completed by the end of this year, beginning of next year. And then finally and importantly, we're looking to standardize, or at least create a standard authority that will have a central conversation with the ability to influence accountability and measurement across the marketing ecosystem. And we're working with an organization I'm not sure you're familiar with called the Media Ratings Council, which is a very small but very powerful, independent, objective organization that is going to be able to now staff up and provide a greater degree of accountability and confidence that the measurement standards that are used by the marketing ecosystem are in fact validated, tried and true tested, and put through the ringer to ensure that what it is that we're doing advances the state of accountability and measurement.